Good morning, everybody. It's a Sunday morning. I'm out for a nice country walk down a country road. I have these gloves on because sometimes there's horse manure plopped in the middle of the road, and so I bring bags and gloves in case there is some. Then I pick it up for my garden because it's hard to find really good manure. We don't exactly live in a highly agricultural town here. The agricultural town is down the way in the Comox Valley. Anyhow, so I'm going to walk along and just tell you something about ideas I have to do with my reselling business. So walk along with me on this country road. I'll show you a few sites, starting with the golf course, because the country road borders on the golf course, which they enlarged a couple of years ago. Alrighty. There it is. It's a cloudy day, November 29th. So I'm thinking about my reselling business, and what I did this morning was I went through my black items that are all parceled, and a lot of them are they're listed, and I bump them up and stuff and or share them on Poshmark, but they're not moving. So I'm going to do what a lot of resellers say. I'm going to rephotograph them and relist them as a fresh listing and see what happens. So I've got my blacks all in the laundry basket ready to take out of the parcels, but then of course there's other colors to do, so we'll see how far I get. So how are you guys doing with your reselling? Are you heavy into relisting? And if you do relist, how are you doing with your relisted items? So instead of just going through my new stuff, I might as well just relist, because it is like new stuff to fresh eyes, right? Anyhow, aside from that, because I sell on Facebook Marketplace primarily, and when I go on the chats and the YouTube videos and the lives and stuff, I'm definitely in the minority of people who are selling on Facebook Marketplace. So I am going to do a video about it. It'll just be pretty basic, but you'll learn something. Yeah, I do really well. I do super good selling on Marketplace locally. So what I do is I list, I'll just tell you without pictures. I list things and on Marketplace and other related sites, which are like, say, Motown, local ladies secondhand clothing, or Clarksville buy, sell, and trade. Those aren't the names of my town, but I live in Campbell River, so it would be Campbell River Ladies. I started a site too. I started my own site, Campbell River Women and Home, because I thought, I don't always want to flood the general buy, sell, and trades with my items of clothing primarily. So I thought, well, how about if I start a new women's site, even though there are other women's groups, selling groups. What if I start a ladies group and designate it for home goods as well? So you get 2 mints in one, right? Like the old Certs commercial, 2 mints in one. So it's called Campbell River Ladies and Home. Or is it? No, Campbell River Women and Home. And it's got about 600 members. And I also started a Curvy Girl site because it seems like our local Curvy Girl site has disappeared. So I started Campbell River Plus Ladies buy, sell, and it's got about 600 members. So they're both doing really good, and I don't feel bad about listing tons of stuff because I do have a ton of stuff. See somebody coming with an umbrella down. But with Marketplace, yeah, so I don't have people come to my door. In fact, I don't want that in COVID times. So I have a bin outside in my covered entranceway, and people can't come right into my covered entranceway like I used to allow them to, because when we walk out the door, we've practically been on top of them. So with COVID, that's not a good idea. So what I do is I cordon off most of the entranceway, and I just leave some of it so that when people come to pick up, they could be undercover, because where we live, we get a lot of rain, as you can see. Good morning. And of course you need a place for people to put the money. And I don't like to leave a cash box because Although I think 99% of people are honest, there's always that 1% that could, so. And I have had a couple of items lifted. So I have them put it in a different designated place, which I don't even want to say where it is on here, really. And it works really well because it would be really hard to get into it. So yeah, that's what I do. And I used to, this is really general because I'm going to go more into detail when I get into posting videos about detailed things about selling on Facebook Marketplace. But when I first started a few years ago, you would not believe the no-shows I had. I mean, it was so ridiculous. It shocked me because I tend to think most people honor their word, but a rough estimate is 30 to 50% didn't honor their word. In fact, I even had people tell me, I'm on my way now, and they never showed up. Not just one person, many people said that, several. So I was soft-hearted. I'd chase after them and try to get them to pick up. And then a lot of things changed in my life. There's a lot of stressful events that happened. We moved. I kind of had a real nervous exhaustion that lasted the better part of a year. I thought I'd never feel good again. So anyway, one day I had a realization that I could no longer keep reminding people constantly to pick up, especially when I've reminded them like 4 times and it's been 2 weeks. So I started a list of the bad picker-uppers. And I got about 30 people written down. I had to do that because nowadays, of course, there's popular names. So I had at least 2 of Michelle's, Danielle's, Sasha's, Debbie's, you know, like the more popular names. And I couldn't remember their last names, so I had to write it down. And so if somebody messaged me like, is that available? If I looked at when I looked at their name, I'd look at their last name and I'd check my list if they're on it. Sometimes I wouldn't answer, or sometimes I'd just say no. So then I decided to write a good list, and I got at least 30 people on the good list. So that was kind of the beginning of not wasting so much time chasing after people. I mean, for sure, I still have to remind people, and even some of my reliable customers, they forget, and people in general forget. So I give people a chance or two. Sometimes if I'm not in the right mood, I don't give people another chance. I just don't bother giving them a chance. Or sometimes I will say, let me know if you can pick up, let me know if you cannot pick up today because there's a list for this item. Kind of giving a little bit of a friendly warning. I don't do that too much, though. I am a little bit afraid it might put people off, but I think it's actually probably quite a good thing to say. Those are my thoughts on reselling at the moment. I hope that you will like and subscribe to this channel and press the notification bell for more videos, because I'm definitely into this and they will be coming up, and I'm not leaving reselling anytime soon. Oh, there goes the truck. So yeah, and let me know, how are you doing with relisting, and does anybody sell on Facebook Marketplace? And if you don't, have you ever thought of trying it? Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye now. There goes another vehicle. This is the little farm country where I live right now. Yeah. So have a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Soon November is going to be gone and December will be here. Have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.